I want to share with you 6 shocking statistics about clutter. I've been decluttering my home. I started back in November and I've been working at it diligently, just trying to get rid of stuff that I don't use. So here are the 6 things that I have found out, which some of them I'm sure we know. The first is clutter causes stress. 84% of people say that a disorganized home adds to their stress and anxiety. I can believe that. It has done that to me for some of the reasons that I'm going to list down here, and we'll talk about those. The second one is, believe this or not, I shared this statistic with my husband, and he wasn't at all shocked. I was a little bit shocked. I got to be honest with you. Do you know that we only use 20% of the 300,000 items in the average home? Wow. 300,000 items? Never even dreamed I had that many. But we only use 20% of them. The rest of them are just taking up space that we need, space that is cluttered. So that is one. The third one is, did you know, and I know this happens to me constantly, that you spend 2.5 days a year searching for misplaced items? When I think about it, I'm not entirely shocked. And to be honest, I might spend more than 2.5 days looking for misplaced items. That's one of the things that got me to start decluttering. I got tired of looking for things that I shouldn't have had to search for. So 2.5 days a year, we can eliminate that by decluttering. Did you know that storage units are booming? The storage units have increased 75% in the last 20 years, in spite of the fact that we live in even larger homes than we did 20 years ago. If you have stuff in a storage shed, you probably don't need it. So maybe you should consider getting rid of some of that stuff. It would help with your mental health and help you feel less anxiety. Plus, it would help with the financial end too. You don't have to pay that storage shed bill every month. Number 5. Did you know, and I'm sure you do, that clutter causes conflict? 1 in 4 couples will fight and argue over clutter weekly. Whether that's because clutter is causing you not to be able to find something and you're fighting with your spouse or your significant other because you can't find something. So many things that clutter can cause an argument over. And there's a mental health link. This is the last one. This is the 6th shocking statistics I want to talk about. Mental health link. Clutter increases anxiety and lowers your productivity. Decluttering reduces stress. Letting go of unused items can cut your stress by 60%. Let's talk about this for a minute. I found this to be absolutely accurate. Clutter did increase my anxiety and it did decrease my productivity. And how that happened is, you're not productive when you're looking for something. When you can't find something because your home is disorganized and cluttered. So you become less productive. And it increases your stress and anxiety because you're not as productive as you feel like you should be. Letting go of these unused items has reduced my stress a lot. Now, I was just talking to my husband about how much I had actually let go and how much more I need to let go of. It's amazing, to be honest with you. I have taken multiple trips to donate and multiple trips to the, to be quite honest, to put it bluntly, just to get rid of stuff. Some of it was recycled, whatever, but you get my point. I have spent a lot of time and a lot of energy getting rid of things in my home that I just don't need, that are just in my way. It has caused me not to be able to find things. It's caused stress in my life. I've been like, heck, I know I have that. Where did it go? And you're constantly stressed because you can't find it. You have too many things. They're in your way. I told my husband, I don't want to touch things 5 or 6 times. I want to look at it and I want it to decide where it goes right then, whether it's in the trash, whether it's in the trash bag or to the dump, or the trash is going to the dump, or whether it's to recycle or to donate. I don't want to touch it, more than once to put it into recycle and the next to put it in the vehicle 3 times. 3 times. That's still more than I want to have to touch it. But to put it into the donate bin, take the donate bin out to my vehicle and take it to the donation place and put it in the donation box. 3 times. That's it. If you're touching stuff more than 3 times, you're just moving it around. Okay, and I'm guilty of this. I have an extra bedroom that I keep stuff in, and I look at my stuff and I'm like, oh, I don't want to get rid of this. So I would throw it in the extra bedroom on the bed. Later, I would have to touch it again to move it because maybe somebody needed to sleep in that bed. So I'm moving this thing around constantly. I'm wasting my time and my energy moving something around that's not bringing me joy to my life. It's not bringing me any joy. It's causing me extra work. So I've decided to let those things go. And I want to encourage you in the new year that we are in to maybe look at things and decide to let them go. Just let them go. It will be so much better for you mentally and physically in the end because you have less to clean, you have less to take care of, you have less to move around. And sometimes, as an old friend said to me once, less is more. Less things equals more peace, equals more time, equals more money. Now when I go places, I used to just buy indiscriminately and be like, oh, this is really cute. I love it. I'm going to take it home. Now I look at it and I think, okay, once I take that home, it's going to sit where? On a shelf, on the counter, in a cabinet. Am I going to use it? I ask these questions. Am I going to use it? Is it going to be worth my time and my effort? Or am I just going to buy this thing, waste my money, take it home, waste my space, and end up donating it in the long run? You need to ask yourself these hard questions. And you need to face the reality of it. Don't buy just to buy. I know that's hard for some, and I have been guilty over the years of doing that very thing, just buying to buy. Sometimes maybe it was to fill a void. Maybe I was lonely. Maybe I was bored. Maybe I was upset, and I just felt like I needed to buy something. I don't know. But this year I have decided that it is time to let these things go. And honestly, it's improved my life. I'm not done yet. I'm going to keep you up to date. And what's really funny about decluttering, you need to keep it up. It's not something that you do once and never have to do again. I'm sorry to say. You have to randomly declutter. Once you get everything decluttered, which I haven't yet, but once you get everything decluttered, you need to make sure that you take maybe a day a month or an hour a month and just go through your rooms and say, okay, I'm doing a little decluttering, a mini declutter. I encourage you to do that. It'll help. I promise.